just woke up watching a Manosphere episode about crazy exes. This is why I don't date. Well, not why I don't date, because some girls actually are pretty cool, but these girls be crazy. It's like the girl I was talking about. She's a friend of my mom's, and like she was just having issues with with her man, and I'm just sitting there like, she was like, she was crying on the phone, all that stuff, and that. I'm just sitting there like, I'm like, okay, and like, she's an older lady too. I think she's like around my age or something like that. I believe she is, or she's a little older than me. And I'm just sitting there like, she was having issues that he thinks that she is cheating on him and that, and he's like, basically freaking the fuck out because of it. And I'm just sitting there like, don't be with him anymore. I'm like, she's paying for his fucking like phone bills and that. I guess she makes decent money now, I'm not 100% sure. But like, it's just like, you can always leave. You don't need to stay. I keep telling everybody this. You don't need to stay. The reason why people think they need to stay is because they think that they could just, they have to change everything. Like, there ain't nothing to fucking change. Just don't go anywhere. Or not go anywhere, as in like, just live on your own. You don't need to have a man, especially if you have a good job and that, and you make decent money and that. Just try to do this stuff on your own. And I completely understand that people's like, okay, well, I seen the guy that I know why she likes him and that. He's in good shape, but he's a skinny guy and that, I can't say he's really that good looking, kind of rugged looking, but she probably wants someone that he probably said some magical shit and that, I've seen her before. She's actually not a bad looking girl in that. She's actually, she's a rather pretty girl. And like, but the thing is, like I said, I don't know the whole situation. And it gets to the point where I'm just sitting there like, I was talking to her and that, and I was trying to tell her the truth. And I just told her straight up. I said, just leave him. It's all active your choice. You choose to stay with this guy. You keep thinking about all these emotions. I'm going to change and that. I understand there's certain things, like if it happens now and again, because guys do have issues in that. Same thing with women, that guys just fucking walk the fuck out. So you don't marry anyone. Marriage doesn't, like, produce anything other than headaches sometimes, especially with a guy and that does have issues, or a woman that does have issues. Fuck, where's that? What's on the other side? Fuck you, bitch. But this is why I always will say this. And I'll say this over and over and over again. Find someone that is adaptable. You always want to find someone that's easygoing. Thing is, the reason why most of these girls want this because they're getting to that point in age where they need to have someone they can be with. Because everyone's screaming out there, you need to get married, you need to get married, you need to have kids. People do that shit a lot. You need to have kids, you need to have kids, you need to have kids. That's you don't need to have kids. If you're at that age you haven't had kids yet, it's because you haven't found a good guy yet. And if you did find a good guy, it's because you left him astray because you want to be a career woman or you want the party to be, stupid or whatever the fuck that might be. That's all it is, honestly. I know how many times I have to, constantly be saying this stuff and that, but man, it gets a little crazy sometimes. I mean, so basically what's happened that this guy was saying that he got hurt really bad. Of course, girls go for these guys are all fucked up and that they have been in a relationship for a long ass. I guess he just got done with a bad relationship and that. And now he's being basically the bad guy in that, the way he's acting. He's acting like a fucking he's acting like a little fucking bitch. And listening, why'd you get into a relationship with some guy that's that fucking broken? I get it if you oh my god, he was so cool now. No, you got a relationship with him because you were pretending that he was someone else that he wasn't. I'm like, girl, that's the dumbest thing here. You have to sit there and date someone that hasn't been in a relationship for fucking at least multiple years. Not even a year, I mean multiple years. It literally has to be at least 2 to 3 years, I'm assuming. So with me and that, I've been in a relationship for a while. My emotions are sane. On the line of if I went down. I guess it went down because it's inside here. Yeah, it's really dark in here. Yeah, it is pretty dark. Don't do that shit to yourself. I don't know how many times people do that stuff and that, listening to her, she was, she was upset and crying that she was trying so hard to keep this guy. I was basically hey, basically just telling her to shut up and listen kind of thing. Not to be rude or anything. I'm just you get to talking with all these emotions and I'm dude. Just chill, let's talk. I told you can't fix someone that doesn't want to be fixed. What's up, Mason? If someone doesn't want to be fixed, they're not going to be fixed. Especially at an older age, because they don't care about getting laid, most likely, as much. Can't just swing your ass around and have people change for you. It doesn't happen like that. Younger men, yes. Older men, no. Some younger men will do anything to get laid. Even if they have to sit there and lie about who they are. Younger men do. Sometimes older men do too, but depends how old you are. How you doing, Mason? Yeah, Monday was busy. Morning time was busy as hell. They were being lazy. We had 5 waitresses. I think we had that host. And like, dude, people can't handle business worth crap. Like, they're all sweating and like, dude, like, it's not even that bad out here. You're sweating your ass off. You're running with your head cut off and then, like, how the hell you have this job for 10 years and you can barely maintain it? Like, you ladies are crazy as hell. You seen all the dishes? Ew, you're busy as hell. Patty. Mike's the only one that goes in. Like, that's... I mean, at the end of the day, I was just tired. I worked close to 14 hours. I was fucking exhausted, dude. I was just like, yeah, fuck this shit. It was like 9:30 when I left because we just got really... The business just went down. Like, it was just slow. I don't know if he said any of that. I know he was talking about it with John. I don't know if he said anything like that. I don't know if it's exactly like that. He probably did say some stuff he can get people in there. But he can't. He's so full of fucking shit. Me and Mike were talking about that. I don't think they've really seen I don't think they're really seeing how busy we get. Cause they were talking about it. Corey was talking about it. It's like, oh yeah, we get busy sometimes too on Sundays, and we're super busy. We made more money than this place did on Sunday. I'm like, in the middle of nowhere. I'm like, I don't think Sullivan has that many people to be able to go in there. I mean, if you guys get busy, but like, you made $4,000 for real? With who? You say you have like no one working there. Like, dude, I don't even know what to even say anymore. Like, these people just say some weird ass fucking shit. I said, is this all you do? Is sit here and do basically table wipe offs and shit? Like, you don't even actually cook or get back there and do stuff and that? I don't know what you do. And how the hell did you make that money now when you weren't even there? Like, who the fuck's working there? Like, I mean, if you showed me proof, I probably believe you, but like... like Monday, we were fucking busy. I could barely keep up with the fucking dishes. Like, it was fucking ridiculous. Like, I kept up with the dishes and that, but like, I didn't have much spare time to do much of anything, honestly. Like, Mike was actually asking me for plates and shit because we were running out of plates. Because Tim or dumbass didn't come in. Well, you were there, yeah, it was stupid. Dude works one fucking day, he decides not to show up. I can see why your woman's looking for another man, because you ain't doing nothing. They probably had a fallout. Stupid ass fucking people, dude. They're so dumb. These simpy ass fucking dudes, man. All they do is worry about getting pussy and that. They can't even do anything. I didn't leave it that bad, because we only had, there was like 14 people in there when I left. It was right at like 9:30. I really don't give a shit, honestly. I do the best I can. You know, working 14 hours now is a pain in the ass. And we were so fucking busy, it was annoying. I don't know how busy Daz is on Tuesdays. I went in there before, they were pretty busy. But like, this shit hit the fucking wall. No. I did all the stuff in the sink. If there was sink stuff in there, it's because they put stuff in there. Honestly, I really don't give a shit because I can't control what they put in there after I leave. I don't think it was that bad because we were slow. I mean, we were slow. Yeah, we were super fucking slow. But yeah, it was a little crazy though. Because we had no manager for like a couple hours. I didn't, like, they didn't open up the store till almost 8 because John didn't come in. So like, what? Like, you know, they were calling Brian. I called Corey multiple times. He didn't answer his phone. I'm like, how are you guys managing a place that makes close to over $500,000 a year and you're sitting there playing games? I mean, I understand you gotta sleep in that, but like, it was like almost 8 o'clock in the morning. How the fuck are you not awake? Like, if I fall asleep after I get home at 10, I immediately wake up at like 4 or 5 in the morning. Like, I can't fucking sleep for 8 hours. It just proves how fucking lazy these people are. Like, they were... So basically what happens was, your aunt came in. Jamie came in, and they were supposed to switch. Jamie was supposed to work Wednesday. Well, she ended up working Monday. Like, okay. Desiree didn't come in for the swing, so Jamie had to fucking stay. And then your cousin came in. Miranda came in because Corey was supposed to come in, but his lazy ass didn't want to come in. And so Miranda ended up trying to get there. I was sitting like, what the fuck's going on here? Like, why are we having all these like back and forth fucking scenarios? This is getting really fucking stupid. Yeah, because Corey has to drive like an hour to get here. And Miranda lives a lot closer, I'm guessing, which she probably does. It's like, oh my god, this is fucking ridiculous, people. I'm like, you guys don't... Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Desiree, because I don't know what's going on with her. She's... I mean, I know a little bit, because Eli was talking about it with me a little bit, and he was just telling me that she was going through some stuff, that she was about ready to get her surgery or whatever it was. And so she was like all like worried about that. I just baked it. I wouldn't trust no fucking damn doctor. Like they fucked you up the first time. Like stop getting surgery on yourself. You're fine. You're just wasting an enormous amount of fucking money on something that probably won't be fixed. Because you're trying to fix her eye and that. I'm like, well, they gave you that eye in the first place. They fucked up your shit the first. That's why I don't rely on doctors. I mean, I don't know the whole thing with her or not. I don't know her why she did it in the first place, but I don't rely on doctors at all. Fuck that shit. It's just a waste of fucking money. It's crazy. But yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of stupid shit going on. There's always drama at Denny's, man. I can't go in there without having any drama. Super amounts of drama at that fucking place, too. It's ridiculous. Like, one of the new girls was talking about stuff. There's a new girl with blonde hair and that. She has a gigantic fucking booty on her. Like, she has a huge ass on her. She's the one that was pregnant in that. I seen her husband. Yeah, I already know what happened with that one. She's young. Shit, she's barely 23. That's something else. That's just fucking crazy. Shit is crazy as hell. Oh man, yeah, she's talking about all kinds of stuff. I tell everyone the same thing I tell myself. Who gives a shit? Like, I like the drama. Don't get me wrong, drama's fun, but I don't put my emotions to it. I laugh at it. I don't give two flying fucks, honestly. Some people do, man. Some people care a lot about drama. No younger people are like that in their young 20s and teens and that, 'cause they don't know nothing about the real world. They know absolutely fucking nothing. Shit's crazy. People are just stupid. Sure. Where the fuck do you have to go? A blue key. But yeah, she kept talking about some of the people there that yeah, that girl hugs on Corey a little too much. This is why I don't like listen to people that don't tell the full truth. You don't tell me the full truth of how you see it. You only tell me half fucking truth. I do not want to talk to you. Like, I do not like half lies. I do not like fucking lying. I do not like people that make up shit just for their own entertainment. I despise that 100%. That shit drives you crazy. If you want to make a joke, make it to where you can be somewhat truthful about that, or just make it completely fucking farce. Don't make it half evidence. Be like, oh yeah, this person said this person did that, and then all of a sudden it's just like, I don't see to believe it. Because that's not what I hear, that's not what I see, and it's like all hearsay. A lot of fucking hearsay. They call people smart asses for a reason. They got smart mouths. They like to say a bunch of random ass shit that makes no sense, and they want to agitate people to get people in fights and shit. Number one, that's what little cowards do. Number two, that's why you are a coward. You hide behind other people's voices. And this is the reason why we have so much issues in our world now, because people talk so much bullshit. They're not real men. They're just puppets of a real man. And they're not real men at all. Anyone can talk a big talk. That's cool. But can you actually do the work and not complain about it? Most likely, probably not. Yeah, I know so many men that are like that. Fucking older me, too. The one guy just quit. Did the same thing. Talk big old talk. Didn't do half the fucking shit that motherfucker was supposed to do. And so he left. Okay, that just proves a fucking point. You're a bitch, so now you gotta leave. You cry, now you gotta leave. You throw a hissy fit, now you gotta leave. What are you gonna do with your life? I'm gonna sit around and, do nothing. Okay, then do nothing then. That ain't me. Cool. Do what the fuck you wanna do. Don't lift your weights. Don't eat your fucking protein. Don't eat, a good diet and that. Maintain a good, functioning brain. Walk around like a fucking moron for the rest of your whole damn life. Complain, make up shit about your life, act like your life is perfect, and then it's a bunch of bullshit. Reality is reality. Don't think you're not better than anybody else, unless you are better than someone else. I don't know how many times I listen to people, especially listen to girls talk about their fucking boyfriends. My boyfriend's super strong, he can pick me up and throw me around the... Like, okay, prove it. That's all I have to say, just prove it. If you can do it, then do it. You do all this fucking talk and that. That's what drives me fucking crazy. I'll be sitting like, dude, no. First off, no one gives a fucking shit. It's just annoying that you say it in the first place. Always comparing other guys. Especially with me. That drives me, it's just stupid. It's like, why the fuck are you comparing me to your boyfriend? Why the fuck are you comparing me? It's because you want this dick. You want this D, and that's why you compare it. That's all it ever is. That's how comparison starts. It's because you want something, and you're trying to compare it to the person that you have, and then all of a sudden, what happens? That means you're thinking about me more than the dude that you even have. That's why you do that. Because you couldn't get something, and then now you're sitting there to talk about it, and like, comparison mode. What? You're crazy. And yes, people do this. It's stupid. You're not even wanting to be with the person, so why even? Half told the girls are working that because she was doing that a little bit with me and that with her boyfriend, not a lot, but enough for me to notice. I asked, like, do you even like love this guy? Do you even like him and like want to be with him? And the answer is very vague. Like it was super vague. I was sitting there like, oh, so it was me that you wanted, but you couldn't get it, so you went with second best. Okay. That's what it was. Oh my God. That's basically what you're telling me. Okay. You'll never say it because people never meant to it. People never meant to certain things like that. Like, no, it's because of that. Like, yeah, exactly, it was because of that. You're just making up excuses for your own bullshit of life. Ha. That shit's so funny. Dude, I love all this crap. I love all of this crap about how they say men are rejecting women all the time, and that they're sitting there complaining, and then they want to complain even more because they're single moms that need a man to help support them in that. It's like, you don't know how hard it is to be a single mom. Yeah, it's because I'm not stupid enough to have a kid without having the support of the father. That's how it works. I think a male should be strong enough to live for at least 80 years before he perishes, which gives it time for the kids to at least grow, old enough to understand. But if your husband or boyfriend that has kids, dude, can barely last for like 30 fucking years, that just tells you something. He's a weak male. He can't. He has to be able to sit there and withstand hardship, and most of these men cannot. I always just say this over it is when I talk about the one guy I was talking about that he was like having issues, and yeah, he does have issues. He can't, he can't understand why these things happen. That I'm just saying, like, because you don't want to learn. You choose not to learn. People literally choose not to learn. Like, they don't want to learn. I have no bullets. Like I always tell people, learning is power and power is learning. You have to be able to learn. You're sitting there all day complaining about your fucking damn life and you're crying a lot. Learn. When a woman says, why can't I never find me a good man? Maybe you look at yourself and why you can't find a good man. Oh, fuck. No way. Oh. There he is, getting on. Like when I talk to some people now, they're like, "Oh, my boyfriend cheated on me." Why would a guy want to cheat on someone that spends so much time, dating you in the first place? If he did cheat, that just means you picked the wrong guy. That's all that fucking means. Can I open this? No. Oh, it must be a button that I have to press. And that's what it all comes down to. That's everyone that's like, why do people cheat? You spend so much time. Is it because you can find a guy easier? Because there's always so many guys out there, and so you want to just cheat just to do it? Because you're bored and you're like, well, I don't care. Because, that's what I'm saying. Is you're making sex less important, and you're making adultery more important. It's a fucking sin to sit there and fuck other people when you have someone. Now, if you're single, yeah, you can do whatever you choose to do to a certain extent as long as you don't overrate it. Like, you can have someone you can mingle with. But you should be able to satisfy yourself without having anyone with you. Which I prefer that, honestly. Most people can't handle that shit. Man, I want some fucking fun. I want some damn Fritos. Think about the QT. Yeah, that's the guy that's coming over. Yeah, I was just talking about that. I don't think he has issues. Like anger issues, I guess. But yeah, she was really torn up and that. I'm just. Well, basically, what is that? I went up to Panda Express, and we got some Panda Express. I'm like, okay, Panda Express is actually really good. People down them a lot, but it's actually really good stuff. And so we were sitting there, and she was on the phone, on the car phone, and that. And I was, my mom was talking during that. I started talking during that, and people don't like. I'll tell you what, a woman's overly emotional. They don't like to listen to fucking no one unless you just tell them to shut up. And honestly, that's basically what I do. It's like, just stop talking. Let me talk. You're just emoting. You're not getting anything done. You're just crying. Why this? Why this? Why this? I'm about to tell you why. It's very easy. When you see something, you run it. They're red flags for a reason. You date this dude because you wanted security, or you want the D. You want someone that basically screw you. That's it. Because you think that being lonely is not having someone. No one's truly alone because our Creator watches over us, period, so no one's actually alone. That's not how the design of this place is made. We're never alone. What the fuck? Some people say, oh, we're alone. No, you're not alone. All you have to do is pray, amen. Not alone. I talk to our Creator a lot. talk. A lot of times I just talk to myself about things in my life. That's what I like about streaming. I can just talk and people just listen. There's a lot of stuff going on in the world that as long as you have faith in yourself and you love yourself, you don't need no one else. I don't have any friends at all. I have people that I mingle with, yes. I have people that I talk to at work and that, yes. But I don't have someone like here, right in front of me, going, hey, let's go play some Killing Floor. Like, oh yeah, I used to, but now I don't. Why? Because I learned that being alone is a lot better than having a bunch of people on your side. Especially when they actually don't give a fuck. They betrayed you instantly. They got married or they just don't talk to you anymore. And that's... Oh my god, getting raped in the ass. I feel like prison cells. It's grabbing on them cell bars pretty hard. How's that dude just sitting there? He's just sitting there? Just chilling. Actually, we got some ribs I gotta eat with some baked beans. But yeah, it's like the more I think about this stuff and that about how people work and that, more I'm just like, to get control of yourself is basically just say, okay, what are emotions? Why am I crying? And all of a sudden you're like, oh yeah, it's because I want to be with someone. And then all of a sudden you're just like, once you figure out the tricks, you know everything about how to play the game. Like little cheat codes. They're always little cheat codes. Yeah. What's that? Up here. Yeah, if you really want to know a lot of knowledge about stuff in that, there's a lot of cool things you can learn about how people work. Catfish nuggets. Catfish nuggets? Oh yeah, catfish nuggets will sell. You get some tartar sauce with that, catfish nuggets will sell like crazy. Yes. People love fish. If you start selling any type of fish product, they will buy a shit ton of fish products. I had one guy working that he was talking to me. He was one of the guys I used to work with. I don't work with him anymore because I work morning now. He told me, he's like, how the hell are you always so happy? Or why are you always so positive in that? And I said, because I figured all of it out. I figured out life. Life is about being happy, being the best you can be, and, you know, working and doing what you can. Work hard, and that's it. Don't complain, do your work, and go fucking home. That's literally what life is all about. If you don't want to think that, then that's your own stupidity. That just means you don't understand what life is. But, yeah. That's what it is. You just work hard on everything. You consume your energy. Hot sauce and tartar sauce. Yeah, I guess you can do that. Yeah, you can do the. I mean, honestly, I do a little mixture of a less spicy, more sweet. You do a little bit of tangy with sweet, but I guess it would work if you put it with tartar sauce, yeah. You do like a hot, spicy tartar sauce. It should, the mayonnaise and tartar sauce should be able to dilute the hot sauce a little bit so it won't be so hot. This hit my fucking head. Yeah, any type of fish normally does good, especially catfish. Salmon, not so much. Catfish is a little bit less dense. Yeah. You could do like a fish pasta or something like that. People love fish pastas. You can put them fish nuggets into a pasta with like Alfredo sauce. Yeah. Yeah, wings. You always want wings. Always. Wings are always the natural, like, building block of food. But the catfish nuggets sound really good. But also, you're not gonna have massively dirty grease like Denny does. If you get that clean ass crisp grease, the good Crisco grease, that does wonders. That's the only thing bad about running a restaurant that's not yours. You're making money off of it by, per hour, but when it's actually not your restaurant altogether, I'll tell you what, it sucks. £10 of catfish nuggets for 29. Yeah, that's about right, yeah. I mean, you can get your raw catfish and just chop it up in like little like like a quarter and a half or quarter pieces. Or you could do half. You could do half-inch pieces. And you can just batter them up yourself. Just get normal batter and just mix your salts and peppers and stuff like that with it. Get your really good marbleé, which is the stuff that makes it stick to it. Mix all that shit up. Yeah, you can make your own good stuff in that. Just gotta make sure you can't overpower the fish, because the fish normally is... Fish normally can be overpowered. You put too much seasoning to it and that. So when they bite into that, they want to get that kind of like flaky feeling of the fish. But honestly, you can just do normal batters. You got tartar sauce. Tartar sauce normally works pretty good with everything. You make your own pickle relish in that. Fuck. No, my sweet kind of relish does really good. I'm going by flavors. Like, these are all the flavors I know because I eat so much food in that. Yeah. Easy. Because you'll probably sell them in 6s.
I guess you do 6 and 12s, I'm guessing. Somewhere on there. And you could do like 24s. They choose to. Like, you need to have some coleslaw. Coleslaw normally does really fucking good. So as you eat chicken wings, get that cool flavor texture. Of course, I'd eat it, not like, I would say not put it on the wings, but you eat on the side of the wings. Because coleslaw is very, very good for reducing heat. If you like the spiciness, if you don't like too much heat, that stuff works really good. Yeah, I'm just thinking about all the flavors I'm talking about, trying to like put stuff together. Yeah, because you gotta have something that's a little more vegetable based. Because some people don't just want fries. Because you got hot on hot. Any of your fries are really good, and that you salt and pepper them or whatever it is. You give them good a cheese sauce, or you mix like a ketchup with. You can do ketchup with hot sauce, honestly. Kind of give a little bit more of a texture to it than that. Or you could do like an oil-based sauce, honestly. There's some good, tasty oil sauces you can do. Like Italian-based, not so sweet though. Maybe you're doing just basic hot wings and that, then yeah, you don't have to worry about too much of that stuff, but... Dude, bitch. Ha. Yeah, I think what you guys do is do a selective menu, like always have wings, but do the catfish nuggets and go back and do something else not. 80 plates? No. That would not be that much. You're selling $13 a pop. You'd have to do over 200 to make that kind of money. Yeah, because 100 times 13 is 1,300. No, not even close. That's how you do math, bro. Come on, man, get your head out of your ass, bro. You gotta do. If you did 100 plates times 13, it'd be 1,300. And that's a variation of how many side things that you get too. So people buy plates and then they buy wings. You gotta add in like, say, an extra thing of wings. Dude, you do not know how to do math. That's not how math works. You can't just make up numbers. That's why, for like 3 days, yeah. If you did 80 plates every day for 3 days, you make close to about 3,000, depending on what you're selling, though. That's what I'm saying. If you're separating your side items, like I said, you separate your wings, and then you have your main item, which would be your fish, your nuggets, with your coleslaw and probably whatever it is. Dude, but you're only selling 13. They're only $13 per plate, dude. That's not how math. You can't just pick up numbers, dude. That's how math works. I've seen your numbers and everything that, and that was in 3 days. You made like close to $6,000 in 3 days. I've seen your menu. Your items are. That's what I'm saying. Depends on how much you're selling of stuff. If you sell a normal plate that has a main course and 2 sides, you sell for $13, so to speak. And say, the food cost for that $13. Say how many nuggets you put on a plate. You know, the plates have the two sides, have the big pocket. So you have two small pockets, a big pocket. I'm saying you put like, I don't know how big your nuggets are. I was in there, if they're ½ inch each, you make them really big, I guess, if they are that big. You could probably sell, like, you probably have to put like at least 15 to 20 of them in there. So you could estimate how much 20 of them will cost. Trust me, dude, I know how this shit works. A lot of research, Now, if you're selling a lot of wings and shit, then yeah, wings themselves are going to be cost effective because chicken wings cost a little bit more. Yeah, a good day for you would be about 13 to 1500. Just remember, your food truck's really small, so like you can't hold an enormous amount of food. Wings will be your like key item. Fries will be easy to hold. Of course, you got your main meals and that, your Philly steak and that. I mean, your Philly steaks can go for at least 15 because they're you know they're raw meat. You give a lot of meat. You got your nachos and that, which nachos, that big ass nacho, you know, 12. I would say about 13 for that because it's so fucking big. It'd be worth the money. This is how businesses look at food. The more food you put on a plate, the more or less likely you have to pay. But then again, it all depends on the prices of how you like your customers to be satisfied with the food. People don't need to eat a lot, but they choose to eat a lot. Like that nacho you make, that nacho is fucking gigantic. That should be at least $15 nacho. It is huge. And alone, so if they sell once more meat on that, fuck yeah, add about $5 to it. That can feed 2 people easily. 2 people. 3 people, because it's so big. That's how you look at it. Now, if you just put cheese on it, yeah, it'd be a lot less. So there's a little bit of variations you probably would have to put. At least that's what I would do. People would buy it because it looks good. It's big. That size and the way the cheese is, you know, the way your pico de gallo might be in that, it might be really like thick with, you know, with a good amount of stuff in that. Yeah, it'd be about right. About it, yeah. Your variation of selling stuff is going to be varied. So, you might get someone might just buy like a 6-pack of wings for $7. You know, and you say you add fries with it, so they're, you know, the fries themselves can cost $2, but you're just putting on fries for pretty much for a side. So pretty much they don't cost anything. Because fries are cheap as fuck and everyone has fries. That's a complete meal for someone. You know, 6 wings, you estimate about close to a pound worth of protein. Say 8 to 9 ounces of protein. That's enough to feed you and fill you up, and then you're on your way. It'd be about 7, probably almost $8. I say $7.99 just to make it look good. Or coleslaw, whatever, which one. Coleslaw is actually a little bit cheaper than fries. Yeah, I thought about your food truck a lot. Mine's very adaptable to almost everything around me. You say each wing is about an ounce worth of protein. You gotta go by the weight of it. So that'd be a pound of meat. So you estimate each wing is, say, 1 ounce, 1.5 ounces, depending on if you get the really thick ass piece of meat. Like wings, not much meat, but the drummy's more meat. So I mean, you say 12 at first. You always go $1 per wing. That's how I would do it, honestly. So 12, it'd be reasonable. and you can add inflation to it. So if the inflated food, so to speak, is like, it's like 20% more, it's to be like $14 for 12 wings. And that's the cheap side, because anywhere else you go to, you get 12 wings, you're expecting to spend 18 to 20 fucking dollars. Not even joking you, like it's stupid. It's above 15, so if you sell it for 15 with fries, you're still making money off of it. Because you go by the dollar amount, so if the dollar amount is 97 cents to a dollar, which is pretty much what it is now, it's like 93 cents to a dollar. I think it's down by 3%. You used to do that. You add 3% onto it to even it out. So it'd be $1.03 for everything. And of course, you can add on the Pacific market value, which is normally the market value of everything is normally the same. So yeah, it'd be about 50. I'd say about 15, 50, 1580, something like that. Yeah, you go places. So every time I go to Hooters and I go anywhere else and that, so like if I go to Buffalo Wild Wings or Hooters, 100 wings is like $120, some bullshit like that. That's the 2%. This is like 20%. So you always add on the 20% to everything. I guess that's how they seem to do it. If you want to be fair, I just add the 3% on there. You're still gonna make money. They're trying to market their value to be higher than what people actually know. Really, their shit's not that expensive. They're fucking lying to you, first off. Because they're fucking greedy corporate assholes. They lie a lot about that shit. It'd be like 24 wings for $36. Holy shit. $36 for wings? They market their price because you got tits and ass, of course. Because you guys stare at tits and ass, you're not looking at the fucking price. You just go, oh, wow, that chick's got a fat ass. So you stare at that big asshole all damn day. And that's how they trick you. That's why Hooters is gigantically priced compared to fucking Buffalo Wild Wings. If you get 15 thing at Buffalo Wild Wings, it's going to be like $18. $18 to $20. Once again, they mark it up by 20% or so. But again, you're not paying employees. You're getting your own personal money. So you're using your own personal money to buy it. Eight-inch. So you get 8-inch. So you get 8-inch hoagie bread. You open it up. You would say, without breaking the side, you could probably put, I'd say, about a half a pound, maybe 9 ounces of meat in there without really breaking it. 9 ounces of meat is a lot of meat because you got little shavings of it. So you say each shaving of your meat, depending on how big it is probably going for like a fourth, maybe a half ounce. I'm correct, about a half ounce, maybe a fourth of an ounce. You always go by weight. Weight is how you determine how much your price and stuff, especially with meat. Pound, you say a dollar per ounce. So $12 for a pound. Pound of meat, estimate how much protein that is. So you got, Philly steak is normally pretty lean, so you get 6 grams of protein per ounce. You do 12 times 6. So they're getting 72 ounces of protein. That is a gigantic amount of protein. Most people do that. Most people do 6 ounces. But if you estimated how much you're spending money on, a whole pound is a gigantic amount of meat, and people be satisfied with that. So yeah, that should be at least 15. That'd be the same thing. About 15. You got all the other stuff in there, not. Depends if you want to put a whole pound in there. I stick with the lighter amount so you can put the toppings on there because you'll tear that whole bread apart. I say about 7-8 ounces. Too much would be bulging out, but then again, if you want to do it like that, then that's up to you. I go $1 per ounce.
And then with fries and that, I'd say about 15. It'd still be about 15. I mean, if you do $13.49, almost $14, it'd be fair enough. No, like I say, if you're giving a lot of food, 15 is a ratio that I would stick with. Just because, you know, people are going to buy it anyway. So you get a big-ass thing of fries and that, people are like, man, this is huge. That's how I look at it. You know, and it's made good. So you put all the cheese on it, you put the, you know, you got the pepper, onion, you know, good, I can't say super thick peppers and onions, kind of keep them rather small. Mix with the cheese and you melt all that together. It's fat. You can put it in your fucking hand, like literally put the fucker in your hand. It's like huge. Yeah, $16 for that. That's a fat ass sub. I seen it. That's fat. You're actually marketing it down a little bit. Like I said, if you're going by per dollar per ounce, and you add 20% onto it. Yeah, you're still doing, you know, 14 and a half or something like that. So these actually got some good ass fries. Get some nice, good, salty, not too salty. If you're doing drinks, drinks are always going to be the medium. Well, if you're doing sodas and just keep the sodas regular. So Coke is a famous thing. Coke, hella famous. Diet Coke, extremely famous. Obviously, you want to keep it to where you want to have that. And then if you have juices and that, I would stick, you know... But then again, juices are really weird, though. When you're eating, like, barbecue-based food, sodas always go down. Water's always interesting. Yeah, I do, like, Dr. Pepper, Coke, and probably do, like, a light drink, and then do, like, a Diet Coke, because you always like Diet Coke. Diet Coke is always really famous for selling. And you can always sell, I mean... Water, I say water. I mean, water's gotta be priced because you gotta buy bottled water. So you always gotta price bottled water between like $2.50 or something like that. Or you could make that cheaper and then have a bigger meal and you balance it out with that meal with the drink. Because they're always gonna have drinks. Sodas are always gonna be popular. Especially during summertime, people are stupid. They like drinking a lot of sugar. They're not like me. I don't drink that shit. So keep Dr. Pepper, Diet Coke. Mountain Dew's always good. Mountain Dew's actually really good. People love Mountain Dew. I mean, I do. So I happen to like... Shit, if you have a Baja Mountain Dew, you put that on that board, people just buy that just to buy it. Not even joking, people love the Baja Mountain Dew. Yeah. Yeah. And see, when you go down below the average amount of what people actually do, you're going to be better off. So if you go in the Denny's and that, you look at how they market their stuff. That's how you find out how to market your stuff. But they market up because they have to pay for employees. They have to pay for, you know, all their stuff and that. So they have to market up. And that's how they normally do it. And their shit's stuck at like $13.50 or something like that. So I was with the Panda Express. Panda Express, for one plate of whatever the fuck you want, with the, you know, you get your entree, you get your main course, and you get your two sides. You run up about $10.50. $10.50. That's cheap. Why $10.50? Because it's a Subway-based thing. Really, they can market it up more, but they choose not to. I spent $35 for 2 plates, 9 crab ragoon, And one bowl, $35. One bowl had a big old thing of rice and it had some like spicy, sweet beef stuff in it. That was cheap as fuck. $35 for all the, especially the 9 crab ragoon. Shit, that itself will run probably like $15 by itself, but it wasn't. Yeah, their food's really fucking good. If you want to take your girlfriend on a date, go to Panda Express. That stuff's actually amazing. They do a really good job. They got really good sauces too. Teriyaki sauce is pretty fucking awesome. See, they market their shit down, but they know how much their food costs. Their orange chicken's fucking amazing. $11 a.m. to 5. Yeah, I mean, on these days off and that. If I got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday off, yeah, we can hit that shit up. And you got my number, right? I think I did have your number now. I didn't set it in there. Yeah, I didn't put your name in here. I didn't give her that bitch. Okay. So you want to do that tomorrow? Well, Fridays, Fridays I work mornings. Like, if I can hit it up on the way home, then I guess I can, but see, the problem is, okay, so prime time would be probably lunch altogether. If you're in Best Buy, you're going to get a lot of Best Buy employees, and probably at the end of it, you probably will. So I get off at 4, well, 3 sometimes. If I'm walking down the street and I probably want something to eat. So if you can give me food and that, I'll work. Yeah, if I'm walking by, I'm definitely gonna be getting something. Yeah, you can give me a little discount. That's up to you. I'll definitely be getting something. I want to try out those catfish nuggets. If you guys don't run out, which I'm sure you guys are gonna run out, because that shit runs out quick as fuck. People love fish. We are a creature of fish. We like fish. Fish has always been a huge thing with everybody. I mean, if your food truck's on the app, the food truck app, where they follow you around, that you're gonna get customers. Especially if it's gonna be fucking hot. And that people are gonna sit in their cars and eat. So honest truth is, if you got like I mean, if you got like little, if you can get little plastic benches and shit with umbrellas, you could do that. Just have like 2 of them. Just fucking throw them out there. That will actually attract more business because people actually will sit outside as long as they have shade and they'll eat and drink and shit. No one cares about your bullshit alert. But yeah, whatever profits that we're going to be making, that honestly, I'm not going to want too much. So if the profits, say, are between $500 to $1,000, so to speak.
There's a food truck app. We can look up what food trucks are in the area. Yeah, basically, like, gives you destinations of where all the food trucks are at. Because when you buy a food truck, you actually have to get a contract to have a food truck. You have to basically get a license for food. Because it's basically your own restaurant, so you have to get a license for it. And I think they register you on that app. I'm not 100% sure how that all works, but I'm sure I've seen it before because people talked about it with me. They're like, oh yeah, you can look at this app and this app will show you where all the food trucks are at. So you can follow people around. So you can follow your favorite food truck around if you choose to. Like, okay, that's fucking pretty interesting. Post that shit over on Facebook and that, say, we're coming to South County. Yeah, permit. I mean, it's a license. It's still a license. Permit license, whatever. But I start posting that shit on Facebook, whatever, just going like, hey, we're going to South County and that, if you guys want to come, post it on not your page, it'd be like a business page or whatever so other people can see it. Broadcast that shit. Tell them what you got. You got catfish nuggets with tartar sauce and fries, coleslaw. That's going to be our main feature thing. We still got our wings. We're doing Philly cheesesteak, and we might have some nachos, too. Yeah, you start broadcasting that. You do your own advertisements. Just broadcast that, Yeah, it should be an app for that. I believe it's the food truck app. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm sure that'd probably be something like that. Like, someone was showing me before. Hey, you type in your favorite food truck name, whatever it might be. Tasty Street Eats. Is that what your name is? Exactly. That's just a Tasty Street Eats. I like that. Tasty Street Eat. Tasty Street Eats. Yeah, I got Festus, Missouri. Yeah, I got it right here on Facebook. I gotta log in. Oh man, I'm not thinking of my fucking shit. I don't remember my password. Oh. It's 48W2. Okay.
Billions of notifications, a bunch of fucking people. Huh. These fucking hoes, man. Yeah, I don't log into my fucking Facebook. I normally don't go on my Facebook too much. The fucking ass, dick. Let's go to beats. Okay. I see you. Ha I see you. Look at you go. Awesome. Dang, them wings look fucking fire, bro. Like, actually on fire. Oh, that's a pork. Damn, your sandwiches are fucking huge, bro. Okay, it's your fried catfish fillet with potato salad. You got pickles and onions on it. It does look good. Yeah, I see that. How much you got on there? That sounds hella fun, man. I love to cook for you. That's crazy, dude. Funnel cake, yeah, funnel cake's amazing. So, but I got some ribs in the other room I'm gonna eat. I'm getting hungry, bro. That shit look good. I love cooking to make it look good. I'll tell you what, man. These people at Denny's and all these other places, they know how to adapt to fucking nothing. For real, bro. Nah, fuck that bitch. Man, them motherfuckers don't even want to work at Denny's. They need to work now because they fucking broke. Motherfucker can't even stay at Denny's. I don't know. I wouldn't trust the motherfuckers I could throw them. I'm sure he did. But I'd be like, I don't know, man. You need some real players up in that bitch. I know how to cook amazingly. I ain't playing no fucking games with my food. I don't cook at Denny's because that shit's not my style. I don't like rush cooking. I like my shit to be slow. Get that shit just right. It's like making a stew. You can't rush a stew. You gotta make sure that shit's just right. These people want to rush everything. Got burnt ass burgers and shit. The cheese ain't melting on it. The cheese is too melted on it, man. Fuck that shit. Cheese melting is your perfection to make a good ass burger, other than the seasoning. So everyone knows how to cook a damn burger. You don't get that cheese melting on just right. That shit melts in your mouth, man. You ain't got no burger. Especially the pickles and all that stuff and that. Drizzle some of that, if you like that sweet shit on that burger and that, like my bourbon sauce and that, you ain't got a good burger, bro. Or the ribs. Made shit yesterday. Gotta like my video, man. Oh, man. This shit's about to get messy. Ribs are messy as fuck. We got so many ribs in there. I get my towel. The towel, get my bib.
Let's have a look at this year's applicants. A scion of nobility, a son of the undersecretary of the Bureau of Magic. All of society's bigwigs are here as expected, polishing their wands and reviewing their grimoires. Now that's devotion. Naturally, only the most ambitious students are fit for a school as prestigious as this. What? Who is that? We're about to start an entrance exam for a magic school, and that one is pumping iron. No, that's preposterous. I must be seeing things. This is a magic school. They'd never allow a slacker like that on the grounds. Invisible chair while reading a fitness book. He's reading a book about magic. Doesn't he want to pass?
Consuming protein within 45 minutes of training.
Now he's talking to himself. Wait! Who are those guys behind him? They're not even trying to be inconspicuous.
Just a reminder again, he can't use magic. How in the heck is he gonna pull this off?
Trust me already, I got it all planned out. Made it so you can't tell his fake mark from a real one. So quit worrying and enjoy the show.
He's doomed. A fool like that won't make it past the first question.
Wonder what the exam's like. Whenever it is, I have to pass it.
Greetings, students! Welcome to Easton Magic Academy! I am Claude Lucci, and I'll be overseeing the entrance examination. It is a pleasure.
It's Claude Lucci! He ranks 7th in the year's up-and-coming mages! He's mastered a ton of advanced spells, and he's barely older than us!
Oh, yes. Praise me, worship me. Don't stop.
Doesn't showing up in fireballs make you overheat and get all sweaty?
He is so getting flunked. It is time to start our first exam. Take your seats, please.
What?
There are no seats. You conjured desks! I've never seen that. No wonder he's a professor here!
You could have had the desks and stuff ready before we showed up.
Kill him. No matter. This exam is so difficult, less than 3% pass. A dunce like him doesn't stand a chance. You have 30 minutes. Now, begin!
What is this? The questions are squirming around!
That's right. I have cast a spell on their test papers. In order to pass this part of the exam, they must dispel my magic and make all the questions line up properly. No way you'll pass.
I can't even remember why I thought this would work.
Could you guys please stop moving? Please stop moving. I won't ask again.
Here, I'm done. It's the numbskull. We probably misunderstood the point of it. They're perfectly aligned.
Wait! He's making that boulder float like it's nothing! Whoa, now he's running on water!
From that point on, MASH passed the test. How can that idiot still be here? Every single test he's made a mockery of me. I have to stop him. On to the next test.
What's gonna pop up now?
To pass this test, you must solve the maze. But this is no ordinary maze. Various traps await you within its walls. You have 30 minutes to finish. Find your way out before the time expires and you pass. Now then, begin! So all I have to do is get out? That doesn't sound too hard. Huh?
Would it be okay if I tag along with you?
Why would you?
I thought it'd be, like, more efficient if we worked together.
That makes sense.
Thank you very much! What kind of awful traps do you think the professor's dreamed up for us? Ow! That hurts! We've got icky imps in here! Oh my gosh, the ground's freaked up and trying to pull me down! Don't leave me behind! Wait up a sec! I'm sorry, but could you please pull me out of this dumb pit?
This is supposed to be efficient? For real? Well, I better get going.
Leviosaurus.
Why'd you do that?
Sorry, I wasn't honest with you before. But there's a reason I have to keep you from passing this.
Yeah, what kind of reason?
It's personal, and I'm not telling you!
It's not cool to trick me.
Don't bother! Those magic bonds are unbreakable!
Sorry, but I'm also here for reasons. Later.
Oh no! How in the heck am I gonna stop him?
Turning it to my ribs, baby.
My riddle. I have 4 legs in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, and 3 at night. What am I?
Another trap, and this one looks really bad. It's only a test. I'll just use my magic again.
What is the answer to my riddle?
I want to run, but I'm too scared. Come on, think. What could it be? What? What's got 4 legs in the morning, 2 at noon, 3 at night? Oh, this sucks. I'm panicking so hard, I can't think.
Time is up. Now you shall receive your punishment.
Help! Someone! It's right, though. I was selfish, and I lied. I should be punished. I'm a horrible person. I'm sorry. Mushroom.
A thing like that can't be real.
I lied to you. Why did you come back for me?
Well, I figured maybe your reason's like mine. I kind of feel sorry for you if it is.
What do we do? There's no way either of us will get out of here in time.
Oh, we totally can. How do you think I got back here so fast?
Oh, wait, what?
Time's almost up. Considering all the traps, the guardian of the labyrinth, the student I recruited to stop him, there's no way he makes it out before...
It sounds like something big's coming!
And it's trying to break out!
Impossible! The walls are 1 meter thick and impervious to magic!
He just walked straight out of there!
What a curious young man he is.
Moritz.
Wait, they can't let that slide! That's so not fair! You totally cheated! And that is such BS!
I wish I could.
You punched your way out! That's not the point of a maze!
You're right.
You're supposed to get lost, then find the exit!
Yeah, you're right.
You don't know what a maze is!
Philosophy.
No! That's all a big misunderstanding! None of this was his fault!
Hold your tongue! If you say one more word, and you can forget about our deal!
It's my fault.
Shut up!
I was intentionally slowing him down so he couldn't get out. Professor Lucci asked me to. He said if I stalled him long enough for him to fail, he'd pass me. My family isn't rich, so I was desperate to get in for their sake. But this boy saved me, even though he knew what I did, and then he said, "Please marry me and be my wife!"
Pretty sure I didn't say that.
Yeah, he did.
If you can't walk, I'll support you.
Support? You mean like support me support? Are you sure? I'm such a burden.
What are you talking about? You're not a burden to me.
I get it, you're shy. So am I. You're direct, but I mean, a girl knows a proposal when she hears one.
Really? Because I didn't propose.
Fine. I did what she said. I am running this exam, and there is nothing wrong about trying to keep the rabble out. He's a slacker and she's poor. I tried to be generous with you, girl, thinking even scum had some use, but you'd rather bite my helping hand. You must have inherited your stupidity from your parents. No wonder you have such a miserable life. I am failing the both of you. Challenge my decision if you wish, but I am a Magus cum laude professor. Come on, challenge me if you dare.
Hey, Professor. Not cool.
No way!
Wow, he broke his wand. That kid sure is something.
I feel sorry for that teacher.
That does it! I shall make you suffer for...
That is enough!
Uh-oh, that's Headmaster Wahlberg.
We will now move on to the final interviews. I will be in charge of the exam from here on out.
Headmaster, why are you here?
Why, indeed. Lucci, I shall see you in my office after this.
Yes, Headmaster.
The first applicant is summoned. The final interview with Mash Burndead, potential student, will begin.
Thank you for having me.
First, let us hear why you chose our academy.
To live in peace. With my family, sir.
What kind of answer is that?
What does that even mean?
It's fine, it's fine. Second question. In the labyrinth test, is it true you saved a girl even though you did not have time to?
I guess I did.
Even though you risked failure? Why did you decide to take that course of action?
I felt I'd regret it if I didn't.
Spoken like one who rushes in without thinking things all the way through. Did it not cross your mind that the Sphinx was too strong to beat, or the walls too hard to break? Did you consider that?
I mean,
What's to consider? It had to be done.
What an amusing answer! But that goes to show you don't fully understand the ways of the world. Yet, there are many creatures here that are much stronger than you. If you happen to face something that had you hopelessly outmatched, I wonder, would you take the same actions as you did today? Let us say, for example, you faced me.
What immense power. The spell was diabolical.
What's this thing about?
It is an ancient spell. It steals the soul of the person its target cherishes the most and transfers it into a doll.
Hey, you okay? Gramps!
There is more to this spell. Once the soul is in the doll, were I to plunge the knife into it, the soul would not return to its vessel again. Did I not tell you before? I am immensely more powerful than you, young man. In your current state, you cannot hope to stop me. Now that you are confronted with a situation such as this, what would
You can't keep a huge spell like this going forever. And I'll stand right here till you stop.
One can use the power they possess to either harm or help. Ultimately, the choice is up to the one who wields it. Which is why I put emphasis on a certain principle here. Protecting the weak and regulating the strong. It is called noblesse oblige, the obligation of those who wield great power. According to what I observed of you today, in this very chamber, I believe you embody that principle. My apologies. This was only a test, and yet it went beyond that. I had no intention of actually doing you harm.
It's cool, I'm fine. But...
But what?
Well, it's about what you asked before. What I'd do if I had to face you? I know exactly what I'd do. I'd go and knock the stuffing right out of you. With my fist.
What insolence!
Are you insane? Young man, welcome to Eastern Magic Academy.
Are you okay, Gramps?
Be gentle with me. It was an eventful day, but Mash Burndead did pass the entrance exam for Eastern Magic Academy.
Today, we'll start with the most basic spell, the lock opening spell. As you infuse it with magic energy, imagine it opening. Up to ours. That's all there is to it. Now you give it a try.
Hey, Professor, I opened it.
That was not the point at all! This is a magic school, yes! Where you learn magic and magic-related things, yes!
Yes, ma'am, it's just...
Don't mumble!
I'm not good with magic spells and stuff.
Why are you even here?
It won't be easy for me. I know.
Are you not even concerned? Because it doesn't sound like you're concerned!
What is up with the new students this year? This guy's definitely bad news. Definitely.
God is dead, ma'am.
What the hell?
I'm gonna stay far away from him.
Don't you look away! You will pay attention when someone is speaking to you!
Going to a boarding school like this, there's always the risk you'll end up with a weirdo like that for a roommate. Let's see. Oh, here it is. Wait, why is there no door? Hi there, my name's Finn Ames. I guess we're roomies.
Nice to meet you. I'm Mash Burndead. All this is new to me, so I hope I'm not gonna be any trouble. I'm sorry if I am.
He's surprisingly normal.
Oh, and this one's called Kevin. And this one here's called Mike.
He gives his muscles names? What a freak! Wait, when did they change clothes?
So, the dorm pairs new students in rooms with continuing ones. That way we help each other out. So if you have any questions like where to go or how to navigate the place or anything at all, just ask.
Oh, okay.
Just be nice. Not too nice, just nice. I don't need any drama messing up my peaceful school life.
I do have a question.
What's up?
How does a student here get to be something called the Divine Visionary?
Oh, that. Yeah. You have to collect these gold coins. We're evaluated on everything. Tests, coursework, extracurricular stuff, school life, and based on the evaluations, they give you gold, silver, or bronze coins. But it doesn't matter how many coins you get. You still have to keep your grades up every semester, and if you don't, you're going to get expelled.
I had a feeling this would be tough. This sounds brutal, big time.
Oh, he's not gonna last long. Everyone here's just as nervous as you, and I'm no different. Good luck and do your best.
Finn made sure to not say, "Let's do our best together." That's cool of you. Thanks, man. And Mash didn't even notice. Want a cream puff? My treat.
Wait, were those in your pockets?
Sure, I'll have one, thanks.
Can Mash become the Divine Visionary without magical powers?
Mash's life in the magic school to become a divine visionary has begun. Though he can't use magic. He can't use magic.
Oh. Hey, Finn. Can you lend me a broom for tomorrow's class? I thought I brought one along, but it's a burdock broom.
For real? How'd you think burdock was a broom?
By accident.
By accident. Okay, you got it.
I knew you were cool. Thanks, man. Oh.
I don't know where I'm going. I think I just got lost.